Hey, it's Arife, here to share my Ellesmere UI and party frames with you. I started out this season using Dander's frames, but I knew as soon as Ellesmere UI came out I wanted to use it. However, at the time there was one issue I had with it, which is that Swift Mend did not remain bright. However, Ellesmere recently released a feature that allows Swift Mend to stay bright when you are targeting someone who doesn't have a rejuve on them, and it is available for use. Since that is now a feature, I am happy to share my party frames with other Resto Druids. One really nice benefit of Ellesmere UI is you can see targeted spells right on the frames. I have them right next to my frames. I just prefer that. I have boss debuffs right above the targeted spells. And then on my party frames, I do have private auras sitting to the left of both of those. If you'd like to change any positioning on these, you can find the directional icon on any of the categories you'd like to change the location of. Another category you might want to customize for yourself is the Dispels. You take a look down towards the bottom. I have chosen to not have a full color overlay, but it is an option to have the entire frame filled or have a partial overlay or a gradient. My personal preference is just for the border and the icon. In previous seasons, I have selected the only show dispellable by me option, but this season there are just so many debuffs, it does seem like it's helpful to know when somebody has a bleed on them or a disease dispel, so I can give the person who is targeted a little bit extra spot healing. I do want to kind of talk through the rest of Ellesmere UI. I'll try to go through quickly a couple of places where if you'd like to make some minor adjustments, you can. Under Buff Manager, we have all of the locations of the HoTs, so if you want to change the order or location, you can just click in there and you can adjust the positioning. Under Hovercast, we have all of the spell bindings, so if you'd like to change any of the bindings, you can do so here. Ellesmere has the raid frames under a different category than party. You'll find it under the first menu option, frames, and the way I've designed my raid frames out is a little bit similar to my party frames, but I do have targeted spells turned off on my raid frames, but you could go ahead and turn those on if you'd like. To me, I don't really feel like I need them. I have enough information with boss debuffs, at least in raid. You can make additional adjustments to your raid frames under aura. Otherwise, party frames is all customized under party. Unfortunately, you cannot make a custom sizing for your buffs between frames and party, but as long as the party frames are about the same size, then you should have no issues. You can make custom raid frame profiles, but mine is set to the default 20 man, since I generally raid with 20 people. If you'd like to change the location of your frames, you can do so in unlock mode and easily move these boxes around if you need room for another group. Make sure you save and exit, and you'll be returned to the Ellesmere menu. Now I'll go through my Ellesmere UI. You can find customizations for your action bars under action bars here. There are many options that Ellesmere has added, including custom button shape, the sizing, the visibility, the number of rows, the spacing, just lots of ways to make it your own. I do have a small action bar set right here so that I'm able to put my custom cooldowns on my mouse. That can be customized under Cooldown Manager. You'll find here the custom cooldown bar. If you'd like to customize the Cooldown Manager further, you can add glows to your cooldowns. There are a lot of ways to take this Cooldown Manager and tailor it to your own preferences. One thing that is really great about Ellesmere UI is that you can join the Discord and you can make recommendations to Ellesmere of other features that you'd like to see added. Me personally, I would love to see a durability percent over all of my armor because I constantly forget to repair my gear. And just so you know what pieces of the Ellesmere UI I am using, here you can take a look here. I'm using action bars, Blizz UI enhanced. I'm using the Ellesmere chat, Cooldown Manager, raid frames, and resource bars. You can always go into Ellesmere's Discord and ask questions about his UI, and other people will come and help you if you'd like to make additional customizations. But overall, I do think that for healers, Ellesmere UI is probably the move if you are the type of healer who likes to track a lot of things. Oh, I almost forgot to mention that the coolest part of Ellesmere UI is when you time a dungeon, you do have a little on-screen party to celebrate your success. Thank you for watching, and I hope I've convinced you to use Ellesmere UI for your party frames.